Well, guess what? I finally got the Philips SHP9600 over-ear headphones. That's right. You know, I've been wanting these headphones for a very long time. So I got them. I actually got them about a month ago. I'm sorry. I actually got these about 2 months ago. So I really had time to go through them and really, you know, listen to all different types of music and just really get a feel for them to see how they sound. Let me tell you something. You know, to be honest, I was excited about getting these headphones, you know, but after I got them, you know, I actually feel a little bit disappointed about them, and I'm going to tell you why. You know, I could really sum this up in a few minutes about, you know, the sound quality, how they sound, and the build quality in a couple of minutes. But and the reason for this is because after I received these headphones, 2 days later, I received some earbuds called the KZs. And let me see if I have them right here. So basically, this is what changed it for me. Here we go. See this? Now these are the KZ earbuds, and I received these 2 days after you know, I received my Philips SHP9600 headphones, and this just changed my whole opinion, you know, on these earphones. So right now I'm going to remove the box. As you can see, you know, they come in this box right here. It's very large box. And, you know, doesn't really come with much. It comes with a felt pouch and the audio cable and the headset, and that's about it. And actually, it was supposed to come with this right here, this microphone attachment, but it did not come with it, so I don't know why. But it just came with the headset and the cable and the pouch. So that's all that's in the box. So I'm not going to do an unboxing because it's really nothing to it, you know, nothing in it. So here we go. Okay. These are the SHP9600s by Philips. And again, you know, in my last video that I did with Philips SHP6000s, over-the-ear headphones, you know, I was really surprised by the sound quality of those headphones, and also, you know, the build quality. I just was really happy with that purchase I made. So I thought I would get, you know, these are the ones I originally wanted, but after I got them, I feel like I could have actually waited on them. So I'm just going to talk about, really try to make this really quick. I have about 5 minutes left, so I'm just going to sum this up pretty quick, but I want to, you know, give a little bit of detail on how they look and how they sound and the build quality. Well, to start with, as you can see, these are very large headphones. When I got them, I thought the SHP6000s, which I have right here, if I could put them into the camera without, here we go. These are the SHP6000s, as you can see, made by Philips. I thought these were large headphones, right? Very nice looking headphones. But when I got the 9600s, they were huge. As you can see, yeah, very huge pair of headphones. You can see the size difference. Look at this. And, you know, I'm trying to remember the driver side. I believe these are 40mm drivers that's in these SHP6000 headphones. I think they're 40 millimeters. But these are actually 50 millimeters. Yeah. So these are very large drivers. And when you look at the headset, you know, the first thing I noticed when I picked it up was these things are incredibly light. You know, they look heavy, they look durable, but when you actually get them in your hand for the first time, you would just notice these are huge, but they are very light. And, you know, in a way, they feel like they may break even. They're not, you know, the quality that I was expecting, you know, when I first got these. Because, you know, you see the picture, the photos, but when you actually, you know, put your hand on these, they feel very light, and they feel like they may break, you know, over time. Or even if you drop them, it feels like, you know, they're going to break. And these headphones, you know, the casing on the enclosure where the driver is at, it's made of plastic. You know, most, I think all the parts on this headphones is basically plastic except for the headband right here. As you can see, it's a stainless steel band. but the rest of it is plastic, and it just doesn't feel like, you know, these will last, especially if you use them every day. And if you're kind of rough with your electronics, yeah, it feel like they may break. I was really surprised by that, because I have, you know, used other headphones that were made out of plastic, and they feel really like, they felt, you know, durable, but these don't, you know, for some reason. And like I say, they really light, you know, for their size. I have seen smaller headphones that weigh more than these. So, you know, for the durability, out of 1 out of 10, I would give it maybe a 7 or a 6, because they really feel like they might break. And again, you know, I only had these for 2 months, and I haven't really used them. You know, I only used them maybe about 3 days use out of them. But for me, that was enough just to determine if I really want to keep these or not. And again, when I first received these, I was excited. You know, I had that kind of wow factor, but after I listened to them, you know, that went away. And I'm just going to explain in about another minute why. So yeah, as you can see, these are some of the best looking headphones I have seen, you know. And what really attracted me to these headphones was basically, you know, you see the gold trim, you see the wire mesh grill that's over the driver. And these are open ear drivers. So basically what that means is that if you are listening to music, you know, at a fairly moderate level, people that are around you will be able to hear what you are listening to. So you have to remember that. And that's with any earphones that are open ear. You know, and the reason why they designed them this way is basically for the sound quality. It's supposed to give you a more open sound. But, you know, I don't think so. And my time is about almost out. So yeah, it has a gold trim, and the closure is plastic, but it still looks really nice. It looks really high end and looks high quality, as you can see. But what really, you know, for me, it was the sound that really disappointed me about these headphones, was the fact that they don't sound much better than headphones costing less. Like, if you really want a great pair of sounding headphones that actually made me say wow, you get these right here. These are the SHP 6000 headphones, and these are actually $29, and they actually went up last week. So now instead of being 29, they at 39. So I believe these are going to, you know, the price is going to raise, steady raise on these. So I would definitely get these over these. But yeah, the sound quality is basically pretty average sounding. You know, I heard a lot of reviewers say that, you know, these are good quality headphones. And they sound decent, but again, you know, I've listened to a lot of pair of headphones, and there was nothing about them that made me go, wow, the sound is just, you know, really decent. I have listened to earbuds like the KZs, which sound much better and louder. And these have a sensitivity of 102 decibels, 102 decibels of sound. So they're not that loud. But yeah, you know, the difference with open ear headphones is the fact where you put your hands over, you know, cover the grills, it sounds like the singer or the vocals takes a step back, takes about a foot or two back from the microphone. But when you leave them open just like this, it sounds like the singer or the vocals is right in front of you. You know, it's right on your ear. But when you cover them up like this with both hands, it's like the singer takes 2 steps back, you know, and it doesn't sound as open. Yeah. So I'm back with part 2 to this video, and I thought I could sum up everything about these pair of headphones within about, you know, 7 to 8 minutes. But I really couldn't, because there was, you know, there's so much to talk about these headphones, you know. So I got another 7 minutes left, so I'm going to start. So the first thing I'm going to do again is that I was kind of quick on the specs. So right now I went to their website, Philips, and I see the complete specs. So I'm just going to go over the specs of these drivers. As I said earlier, they are 50mm neodymium drivers. They are open back design, as you can see. So again, you know, that's pretty large drivers, especially for a headset this size. And of course it has a, let me see, 3.5 removable audio cable right here. And the audio cable, again, you know, it's a pretty nice cable, pretty thick. Let's see if I have it right here. Here you go. So it's pretty thick, and you don't have to worry about, you know, getting broken real easy because it's it seems pretty heavy duty. As you can see their logo right here on the connector. And again, this is it's rubber, has a rubber coating on it. So it's pretty durable. Again, this is a pretty long cable. I don't know how long it is, but it's long enough, you know, to get around anything. So yeah, you have that. And again, as I mentioned before, the sensitivity on these headsets are 102 decibels, which is not really that loud, but I would say they're pretty average. You know, when you look at other headsets or even earbuds, they are louder around 106. 106 is pretty loud. So 102s, and that's the thing with these headphones. You know, when I first put them on and I first listened to them, I noticed they weren't not that sensitive in sound, and I was surprised by that. You know, because I have used other headsets, and especially like the SHP9600s, which are pretty loud. And again, they were louder than these. So I would definitely recommend using a headphone amplifier when you use these headphones. You probably can get better sound out of them if you do use that, a headphone amplifier. Because I noticed when I used the one that was in my CD player, I noticed a bit of improvement in sound. It was very loud, but also the dynamics were different. There was a bit of distortion if you play these really loud, just like any headphones or any headsets. If you play them at a very high level, you know, depending on the model, you will get some type of distortion. But using, you know, a headphone amplifier, which, you know, amplifies the sound of these headphones, you're going to get a bit more distortion, especially at high volumes, than you would if you weren't using one. So yeah. So the sensitivity is kind of, you know, it's in the middle. It's not too low, but it's definitely not high. And again, you know, if you're using these on your PC, you would definitely have to turn your volume up at least halfway to get a decent level of sound out of them. And let's see what else is about it. Let me see. Okay, for the specs, okay, the response of these headphones are really good. I was really surprised by that, because the average response of a headphone like this would be, or any headphone would be, the average of from 20,000 to 20,000 hertz, which is, again, average for a pair of headphones. But these go actually below. These go from 35,000 hertz, which is high, very high, all the way down to 6 hertz, you know. And to be honest, you know, when I was using these headphones, I didn't really notice that the response, you know, nothing really caught my ears about it. You know, everything sounded pretty much average, and I'm pretty sure they do go down to 6 hertz, but again, you know, 6 hertz you can't hear it, and 35,000 hertz you cannot hear it. You know, so either way you go, up or down to that extended range, you cannot hear the response. You know, so, but again, you know, the reason why you would have that response is basically to hear, you know, a lot of spatial sounds, or it gives you space to your music. You know, it gives a bit of a separation when you have a response that goes that deep. So yeah, these go down from you go down from 6 hertz all the way up to 35,000 hertz, and that's extreme, you know, especially for high end 35,000 hertz. And that's about it. So I just went over the specs. And also, one more thing about the build quality of these headphones is the fact, again, you know, the quality is really, you know, the build quality, the plastic that they use, you know, don't really seem that durable. But as far as the way they are made, you know, very well. It's just the fact that they are very light, and the plastic, you know, it's not the type of plastic that you can, you know, really, it's not pliable. You know, you can't really bend it too much because it will break and crack, it seems like. But again, they just use average plastic. There's no poly, you know, propylene plastic. And this might be ABS, but I don't even think it's ABS plastic. It's maybe like a styrofoam plastic, which is more brittle than ABS, so it's not going to be as durable. But if you don't use these every day, you should be okay. They should last for maybe like a year or two if you don't use them every day. But one thing I do like is, I like how they fit, you know. Let me try them on real quick. Yeah, these fit really nice. They fit really nice, really soft on your head. As you can see on the cups, you had this nice sponge cushion right here. And this time they don't use any leather. They actually use a thin fabric. It's like a fabric cloth type that is on this ear cup. And it feels, you know, really nice. And I like this. I prefer this over the leather. Because for some reason when they use real leather, it's just, it wears, it tears very quickly. So I got about 2.5 minutes left. So I'll try to sum this up quick. And the headband is really nice. You know, again, you know, it's made with this fabric, not leather. So it's going to last a bit longer than the leather. So they fit really good on, you know, they feel really snug and they're not tight. They fit over your ear. So everything that you could expect in a over ear headphone, it does it very well. It fits very well. It fits nice. So yeah, that's about it. But for the sound quality, as I mentioned earlier, you know, in the first part of this video, it's just nothing that makes me go, wow, you know. And again, you know, when I got my KZ earbuds 2 days after I got these, I was just like, wow, great sound quality. But that's for another video. But just listening to these, everything sounds pretty average. And again, you know, when you compare these to other headphones or headsets, they just sound, you know, average. You know, I have seen reviews where they sound, where, you know, a lot of users or reviewers say they sound transparent. And yeah, they do. As I mentioned before earlier in the video, I forgot to mention again, is that, you know, when you cover your hands over both the ear cups like this and cover up the drivers, it sounds like the vocalist or the vocals or the singer steps a foot or two back. So the vocals are basically going to sound like they are away from you when you cover the ears like this. But when you leave them open like this, it sounds like the vocalist takes a step forward to the microphone. So when you close your hands on them, the vocalist steps back away from the microphone. And basically that's what I noticed. And again, you know, for the bass response, average. Again, I say the bass is just average. And nothing really, you know, to get excited about. And I have listened to other headphones that have more bass, and you will hear a lot of people that review these say they have really deep bass. But what I noticed is when I hook these up to a CD player with an amplifier, headphone amplifier in it, very much bass. So the bass on these are pretty good. It's more than I thought they would have when you hook them up to some type of headphone amplifier. So yeah, would I get these? I don't know. You know, there's other headphones for this price that sound much better, like the SHP9600. These are the ones I would get, the SHP9600 over the SHP9600. So that's about it. I hope you like this review. I'm sorry this is a quick review, but this is it. Thank you very much. Goodbye.